Welcome to the Crafty Mini. So while season 4 is underway and getting edited, filmed and things, I'm going to be working on a couple of mini-series in between. This one is for the Cultist book, so you saw the pages that we did, and then what I'm basically doing is creating a prop that's been sent to the BPD from the Miskatonic University. For those of you who love craft lore, you'll know who that is. And I'm going to create all like the inserts and things, and this video is the basis of the journal and then the implementation of those pages that you've seen me sketch out. So first, as we're watching the video, this is the journal itself. So I got this off Etsy, Miskatonic University journal. It's got a nice imprint on the front, and I've just weathered it up, just scuffed it, ripped some of the sides, set fire to it a little bit, which if you're doing that at home, be careful, make sure you've got water on standby to put the fire out. And then we're going to just have a quick flip through the pages here so you can see roughly what I'm working on. So little things like coffee stains, crumples, bits of debris which I'll smudge into the pages, they're all going to get added. And you can see here, these are the notes that have been made by this character, this investigator. And there'll be a story that will be unfolded in this, which when I finish it, I'll divulge to you, the audience. And you can see little things like add notes, writing different angles as if like something's been hurriedly scrawled in, scribble bits out, and it just all adds to the authenticity of it. And as we go through, there's little bits that have been circled. Now these blank pages there, patient document copy, so I'm going to create a patient document, print it and stick that into the book. Same with there. And then here, this is where we see the start of the handouts. So the nice thing with this, and the best way to make this look authentic and a bit more believable, is use different types of paper, different thicknesses, different colours. So this is like I think it was a package paper I had, and the reason I've scribbled this up here is just to give it a bit of texture, and also it's because in the story it was given as part of the previous handout, that note, which you'll see later on in the series. And again, these get stuck in. I'll be adding like little baggies with props in and things all into the journal just to bulk it out. And what makes it look, sort of cool and believable is when you see it when it's closed and there's bits of paper hanging out that have been stuck in. Sort of like if you imagine the Grail Diary from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So there's a couple of blank pages here because I've left myself a bit of room to add some story. And again, another handout here, because if I wanted to, I could give this out as a prop in a Call of Cthulhu campaign as well. So there's an area of the world, and I've put the coordinates there, and a little map with these 3 marks on it, as if it's going to, show an area of interest. So if it was to be used as a prop, the players could use that, like physically, to try and figure out where this person is going with this journal. And these are the pages that I've been sketching. So what I've done is once they were finished, some I've ripped and burned, others I've just chucked water on and then let it dry, which you might have seen in the community tabs part of the channel. And this is just to weather it, because the idea was these have all been found next to an old mattress and some empty canned food in this old house in Tuscany. And it's some strange, basically the remaining surviving pages of this strange journal. And I'm just going through, and what I've done on these is each page will have a corresponding, as if whoever's written the journal has tried to decipher what's on the page. And I'll add little notes in there, and you'll see here like I've written different things. I've drawn little symbols, I've written things like, well, what does this mean? Are these actual random scribbles and such? Also use different pens, because if you imagine if you've written your main part of your page and then you suddenly have a thought and you come back to it and you just grab a pen somewhere and you scribble it down, that's why you'll see that it almost looks like different fonts, although it's the same person writing. And just going through, you can see all the pages here, and they stick out and they add a bit of character to it. And it's really simple to do, a bit of water damage. You can use tea bags and coffee to stain pages to make them look like old parchment. You can, bits of card, things like that. This is a recurring theme that I want in the book, is this triangle and the fact that it points to something. And this page is just the author of the journal is trying to figure out what it means. And again, we'll divulge more into this later. So that's as far as I've got in the Cultist books up to now. And again, as I say, as this keeps getting added to, I'll go back and do all the videos and explain, and eventually we'll read all the lore. Now these are some extra bits that I've made, some ideas. So I'm just sketching random things. I'm putting like strange notes on, trying to figure out where they'll fit in the story. So that is actually the equation of a black hole, and if you look, it's our solar system. Just thought it'd look cool. Got these little I don't know what you call them, like note cards, you know, for like speeches and things. They look great as if you're using them as library notes for books. So I've put in some esoteric books on there. Baking parchment, really good to use as like a strange distressed tracing paper almost. And again, this has some points of interest and some notes on there that if it's used as a prop in a game, the party can use as an overlay to try and figure things out. And other little bits, you know, just, you know, a bit of red paint, a strange sketch and some scrawly handwriting. And then this is something to go on later, which is a double page spread. This is one of the other cultist pages that I worked on. Just again, some strange symbols and things. And for those of you who know Lovecraft, Azathoth, so that's never a good sign. And again, just drawing it out, adding bits of text and then going back over it with the red felt. It just, you know, gives it layers. This was off the back of a cheap bag that had a parcel come in. And it's really cheap paper, it's almost see-through, so I've drawn a symbol on there and some sketches. And that'll be a nice little insert somewhere in the book. And then, because why not, just do a big map that looks like it's on old paper. Again, I think this is just baking parchment. Just scribbled it on with a bit of Sharpie, just random things, and it's a map to like a cultist den. And with this, because it's transparent, when you fold it all up, you'll see here, there's a symbol. And it's little things like that, so, you know, if it's just a cool prop that's going to sit there, it's just a cool bit of, you know, something else. If it's going to be used in game, it's, you know, something you could make into a plot point for the characters. And then what I did, I got a friend of mine to print off some stuff, because I'm going to redo like a brown package for the front, which you'll see. So I've got a Miskatonic University stamp, like a, what would you call it? So an international mailing stamp, which will go on the outside of the package. Again, to try and make it look authentic, and these will get weathered down before they're stuck on. And some basic stamps from the US, which you can then, if you can either buy an ink stamp or draw on those little wavy lines as if they've been stamped and confirmed as they go through the post office. So all this I'm trying to figure out where it's going to go, but the main thing there is, if you see, is just use different types of paper, different sizes, let them overhang, because when it's all together there in the journal, and you see these pages hang out, it just adds to the believability. And it's just a fun little project, something I've wanted to do for a bit. So this will be running alongside the main season, so season 4 is still on the way, and we'll see you there. But thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and all that YouTubey stuff. It helps the channel out, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.